Good morning, good evening for everybody, and welcome to this information session about our planned activities on the World Engineering Day 2023. So I hope that this session can be very informative and fruitful for our stakeholders and our interested parties on this big event organized by World Engineering, World Federation of Engineers organization. So I have to thank the companies that are working with us, and I will give the floor to Tennille Scicluna from the Big Creative, and to Melanie Giola from the Ramaley company as well, to inform us and to see what can we expect from this very exciting event that we are preparing for all the world in March 4th. So I will give the floor to Tennille to start this informative session. Please, Tennille.
Thank you very much, Jose. That was a wonderful welcome. I'm Tennille. I'm actually coming to you from Sydney, Australia. This is my third World Engineering Day for Sustainable Development. We've been along the road for a while now, and this probably is the most exciting one so far. I'm really excited to talk you through everything that's happening on our radar for 2023. My partner in crime, Mel, is here with me, so she'll be going through some really cool things as well. But without further ado, I'd really like to just inform everyone one really important thing. Our theme for 2023 is engineering innovation for a more resilient world. We're really excited about this. We're thinking climate change, we're thinking smart cities, we're thinking innovative technology for urban societies. We're really, really excited about this particular theme. And so with that in mind, I'm actually going to throw to my partner in crime here, Mel, and she's going to talk about the return of the hackathon. Mel, can you inform everyone about the hackathon?
Thank you, Tennille, and hello and welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us today. As Tennille said, I'm going to be talking about one of the first activities that's kicked off for World Engineering Day, which is the hackathon. This is the second year that it has run. And the reason we're starting off with this one is because it's already started. So we want everyone to think about this hackathon top of their mind right now. We are actually days away from closing out the submissions. So if we can just go on there to the next slide. Thank you. So on the 9th of January, just last week, we started off with the challenge. There are 3 challenges that have been released. And this hackathon is open to all students that are studying engineers, be it universities or institution technology places, anywhere around the world. We've had a lot of people register over the December period, and there's a lot of interest. We've got all the judges locked in. That's all taking place. They're all getting onboarded as we speak. And the students are currently submitting their entries. Now, the submissions go until the 22nd of January, so that's this coming Sunday. And over the course of February, we're going to release who the top 10 finalists are, so the top 10 of all the entries that we receive. And then on the 4th of March, which is World Engineering Day, during our live feed, which you'll hear more about from Tennille shortly, but during the live feed, we will show the world the top 10 video submissions, and we will announce who the winners are. That's all taking place. That's all started right now, and it's running up to World Engineering Day. So that's why we wanted to kick off tonight with letting you know about this amazing activity. You can find out more about the hackathon on the World Engineering Day page, which I know Tennille will also go through in a little bit more detail there as well. But that is one of the first activities that we want to put on everyone's radar for the lead up to World Engineering Day, the hackathon. Thank you.
That was great, Mel. Thank you. And just a little update for everyone. We're almost at 1,000 registrations. It's just a huge achievement. For 2 years now running, we've managed to get 1,000 registrations from all over the globe, all different various universities across the world competing for top place, which is really, really special. So that's really a very exciting kind of program, and it's really wonderful that we can continue it into 2023. Mel gave a little bit of a sneak peek away into this program returning this year, but I would like to announce that World Engineering Day Live is back. It's bigger and better than ever before. We are checking in with some of the biggest global activations and events on World Engineering Day, and we're streaming that directly to the World Engineering Day website for 24 hours. We've got events from UNESCO, we've got events happening in Madrid, we've got some wonderful content coming out of Singapore. You name it, we'll be trying to sort of play it. Tonight is also about calling out to all of our stakeholders. If you have content that you feel would be really special for us to showcase during World Engineering Day Live, then we want to hear from you. Please email us with any event suggestions or program suggestions or content suggestions that you have for us. The more involvement that we have from the community, the more excited and amazing the actual program is. Throughout World Engineering Day Live, we will also showcase the top 10 finalists for the hackathon. So we'll be able to see their video submissions, and then live on air, we'll actually announce the winner. So it's going to be a jam-packed program again this year, and we're really excited to bring that back again for 2023. Just moving along, it's global event time. So it's the time of year where we start to ask all of our stakeholders and partners to start going and actually logging your global events onto our website. I'm actually just going to stop sharing that for a second, and I'm going to give you a live demo about how to do that, which is going to be really fun. Here we go. So let me share my screen again. For those of you that haven't seen the 2023 website, it's up and it's beautiful. Lots of beautiful bold pictures and colors. This is coming in through Zoom. So when you look at it on your website, it's obviously going to be a lot higher in resolution. We have a social media little field function here, so we can see how people are using the hashtag, which has actually started to have some really great traction. What I wanted to show you today, though, is on the global events portal, we've just launched our brand new global events little interactive kind of page here. And if you hover down on this one and then go to register your event, this is a beautiful form where you can actually just register your event right there. And you can type in some information, upload a photo, etc., etc. Just submit the event right there, and it will come through onto our global events page. Everything that's submitted into our global events page is then going to be promoted to our entire database. So please do that as soon as possible. We will also perhaps select a few events that go up there to feature on World Engineering Day Live. So please kindly go there as soon as possible. I think that would be really, really beneficial for everybody. I'm just going to navigate back to our presentation now so we can have a bit of a look at this. I'm just going to loop back into social media now. So social media last year was insane. We had millions and millions of video views, thousands and thousands of hashtags. This is a little snapshot into the social media land of last year. This year, we're just trying to be bigger, better, and bolder than ever before. But it's really a collaborative effort. And I really just hope that everyone can get involved and help where you can. We've got some wonderful assets available and some beautiful content that we've drafted up for everyone. I'm going to actually just stop sharing this one again, and I'm going to go back to the website. I know I'm just flicking around a little bit, but I think it will be beneficial for us all. The little tab that's along here, our past donor and support, is resources. So if you go and click on resources, this is where you find everything you need to be World Engineering Day activating and appropriate. We have everything from logos to social media cheat sheets to videos, I'll go down here and just show you, even sort of logos here in so many different languages. So if you want to make your own content, you can come down here and just pull out the logos and pull them out in the various languages. You'll also find in here Dropbox links that can take you to social media tiles like the ones we just looked at, and you can download all of these for your own social media purposes and use. So it's a really great resource that you can actually just tap into from the website. Another amazing thing here is our social media cheat sheet, which is a page where you can just copy and paste a whole bunch of information directly from here into your social media pages. So it's even got posts, suggested posts and things like that. You just highlight them, copy them, put them in your LinkedIn pages, and then grab a photo from here. So we really do have everything there for you to be able to feel like you can, sort of just navigate the waters. But it is World Engineering Day. It's owned by everyone, and we want you to just be as creative as you can, come up with some really wonderful creatives and share that on social media. Use hashtag World Engineering Day, and it will come up on our website, which is very, very exciting. I'll just go back over to our presentation now, just for a few more slides. We do have some wonderful sponsorship programs, some really good things out and about. We've got hackathon sponsorship programs, live global events, and some mega ones. So if anyone's interested in perhaps speaking with us about sponsorship, please reach out. We would love to speak to you and talk to you about maybe, highlighting your organization in a little bit more of a sort of serious and professional manner. And in terms of live, with the live broadcast, we managed to reach 35,000, I believe, people last year during the broadcast. So, having your actual organizational advert play, every 4 hours is really, really powerful stuff. So please kindly let us know if there's anything there that actually makes sense for you from a sort of from a sponsorship standpoint. And that's just me in a nutshell. And now I was just going to open up to any questions that the group might have for myself and Mel to potentially answer. Is there anyone that has any questions at all? Anyone?
I think you give a nice presentation. This is Suhail Bashir from Institution of Engineers, Pakistan.
Oh, hello, how are you?
And probably we'll see a very exciting year with these all activities. I just want to share that last year we had a few activities, and probably whenever there is a time I can share what we did during the last 1 year regarding these SDGs, Institution of Engineers level. We had a big conference here, and the theme of was towards sustainable built environment and communities, and that was co-sponsored by UNESCO chair and the UNDP also. So we had a 2-day big conference with almost we touched upon all the 16 SDGs, and of course the 17th one was the implementation part and the how to interact with each other. So we had almost 12 sessions around that conference. So whenever there is a time, I'll share all the details with you. Thank you. And we intend to have the second edition of this conference, November 2023.
Great. So that'll be happening for 2023. We'd love to hear more about that. We're asking people specifically with live, it actually brings up a good question. We're asking people that would have content suggestions for live to actually get them to us as a pre-recorded video. So you would need to record it ahead of March 4th, maybe in the coming weeks, and then hand that video over to us, at some stage before March 4th, so we can put it into production. So the content from our partners and stakeholders would need to be pre-recorded. Just food for thought. If you're thinking about, suggesting some of that content, it would have to happen ahead of time. Any other questions or thoughts? Or
I think Ryder has a hand up.
Yes. Hi. Thank you. I'm Raida Alawi, President of Bahrain Society of Engineers. And I would like to ask, the World Engineering Day will be considered on Saturday, and Saturday is a holiday in Bahrain. And we have got events that are going to take place on the 1st and 3rd of, which is we are inviting all secondary schools to visit. We are making an expo. And also we have another activity for sustainable energy and so on, but it's not going to happen on Saturday because no one comes on Saturday. So is it fine to have organized other than it is made for the World Engineering Day, but it's not in the same day?
Of course, that's a really good question. We have events scheduled for 2 weeks beforehand and a month afterwards. It's really about just celebrating when you can within the time frame. And then obviously on March 4th on your social media, you can sort of say, we did this event, you can have some photos. It's more about what you do to celebrate it within that sort of, period. But certainly not, the events don't need to all be on March 4th. They can be anywhere within that sort of time frame. And we see that all the time. Sometimes they're all the way up until, 3 weeks after March 4th.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Firas.
Hello, nice to see you.
Hi everyone, I'm happy to be here today and to see all these faces. Just one note, the Young Engineers Future Leaders Committee will be organizing on February 24 and aligned with the 2023 theme, a webinar titled Smart Sustainable Communities and Frontier Technologies. The schedule or the agenda of this webinar is not yet finalized. It should be finalized in the coming week. It will happen on Feb 24, and we will be sharing it on the web page, the World Engineering Day page. I will coordinate later with the president also for the WFEO for the opening remarks of this event.
Great, that sounds wonderful.
Okay.
And then what date did you say that will likely happen?
February 24.
Oh, let's pre-record that and send it in for live. That sounds great.
Will do.
Yeah, I'll keep it on our list, and I'll send you an email after, and we can talk over email about that. But I think that would be a wonderful session to include in live. Would anyone else like to?
Thank you.
Thank you. Would anyone else like to give us an overview of your plans or ask any questions?
I'm just going to take a quick opportunity to point out in the chat some comments have come through, which I am responding to as we go. And just be aware that we're still, I think, 6 weeks out from World Engineering Day. So we are still building a lot of content and resources. So this session is to give you a sneak peek of what's coming and to prepare your resources as well. So if there's something there that you'd like to see more of, or that would reflect how you're celebrating World Engineering Day, please use our template, our resources as a bit of a template to go out and make your own as well. And yeah, so it's all there, but just keep checking in on it as well. But if you've got any questions, if you don't want to talk here, just please feel free to put them in the chat.
Someone said it does say post says 2022. I saw that this afternoon and I didn't get a chance to fix it. So while we're talking, I'm actually fixing it.
As I mentioned, we are going through and updating everything still. It's a live activity.
Yes, of course.
So yeah. Just to recap, we're putting on a World Engineering Day Hackathon, which is taking place right now, and we will be releasing the winners on World Engineering Day on that Saturday. If you're having an event in your to celebrate World Engineering Day, put that up on our global events page. And on the 4th of March, I know it's a Saturday, but on that day, we will be releasing the World Engineering Day live component that will be streamed live on our website. And that will actually start kind of New Zealand, Australia, Asian time, and will run across all the globes. So every day, every person that around the world will actually get to experience the feed on their actual World Engineering Day. So that is they're the three main activities that we're going to be putting up on the World Engineering Day. But as Tennille said, if there is anything that you're doing, please get in contact and we will see what we can spotlight and add to our live stream and all the other bits and pieces. And we will also love to see all the social media posts that are going out over that period. Use that hashtag World Engineering Day, and we will definitely, there's on the website, there's a section there that pulls when you use that hashtag, and it will actually get promoted on the website as well. I think the last one that I didn't mention just then is the sponsorship. So we are actually open to sponsorships. If your company or anyone that you know of or anyone that's interested, a lot of the live streams, a lot of the hackathons, things like that, we can actually support sponsorship. So that information is also on the website. Right. Just checking, there's a few comments coming through.
That's a great little summary there, Mel.
Tennille, I think Marlene wants to talk something.
Yes.
I don't know.
Thanks, Giselle. No, I didn't, but I was going to put a question in the chat box. So you saw me acting there. I was going to ask about the event in Spain and what the plans are there in terms, and whether that will be streamed live.
That's a great question, Marlene. The event in Spain, we've been having planning sessions for the Madrid event. It's over 3 jam-packed days. It's really quite intense. So we have a really great plan to record the Thursday. The Thursday has like an hour welcome. It has a keynote from hopefully UNESCO, and then it goes into maybe 2 or 3 program themed sort of panels. We have a plan to have a cameraman there doing some vox pops, speaking to all the members from WFEO, asking what World Engineering Day means to you. So we're going to do a really big record session on the Thursday, and then hopefully we're still in planning sessions, so to just take that with a bit of a grain of salt. But the idea now is that will then go onto the stream. Obviously, it being a 3-day conference, we can't stream everything, so we just wanted to try to pick the best portion of it and record that, and then we'll broadcast that. Does that answer your question, Marlene? And are you happy with that as a plan?
Yes, I think also this would be nice to clarify if everyone in WFEO is invited to Madrid, and is there any kind of registration, or how do we get information on that, etc.
Absolutely. Mel and I will probably have to hand that question over to someone from WFEO, as we're not really involved in the planning of the Madrid event. We're just sort of streaming it. So is there someone from the WFEO team that would like to just tell the group what the best course of action is for registration and so forth?
Yes, Jacques Demeroy speaking. Of course, everybody from WFEO is invited. There will be registration for the main conference, which will be organized on the 2nd and 3rd in Madrid. So people will be able to register and come. And for the 4th of March, Saturday morning, people will be able to come also, and also, of course, as already explained, to participate through the live event.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving us that overview. I think that would be really powerful if everyone can manage to be there. It would be really special, because we'll obviously be recording from there, which will be really, really key for our live stream. Does anyone else have any questions or anything that they would like to inform the group that they are planning to do?
Salvador has his hand. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes,
thank you very much. This is Salvador Landeros from the Pan American Federation of Engineering Associations. I have a question about the Madrid event. I understand that the conference on engineering cities will take place on the 2nd and 3rd. That is one thing. And the other thing is that the 1st of March will be the Executive Council, and the World Engineering Day, that will be the 4th. Mm-hmm. So that is from the 1st of March to the 4th. But in some other information, I have noticed that the event will be from the 28th to the 28th February up to the March 4th. So what are the exactly days?
For the Madrid event?
Yes. Sorry, Salvador, please, can you see what is your question, please? I didn't understood. So the all program for that week will have February 28th and March 1 meetings inside WFEO committees and the WFEO Executive Council. The conference of engineering the future of the cities, we have 2 days. There are March 2 and March 3, and the World Engineering Day, March 4th, okay?
Okay. So my question was that I only have the information that the executive council will be on March 1st.
Yes.
So I didn't have information about activities on the 28th.
But you must have this program. I think we have already spared that, but maybe Jacques can answer to your question.
Yes, Salvador. On the 28th, it will be only internal executive internal meetings, I would say.
Board meetings.
Yes, board meetings. So as a member of the Executive Council, you are waited for on the 1st of March for the Executive Council meeting.
Excellent.
And, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Grace, you have raised your hand as well with a question.
Hello, Grace. Oh, I think you're still on mute, unfortunately. Oh. Hello, Grace.
Oh, I can't. Sorry, Grace, we can't actually hear you.
Yeah, we can't actually hear you. I'm so sorry.
If you want to type it into the chat, that would be wonderful. Maybe the audio is not connected.
Oh, that's a shame, Grace.
Sorry.
We did have something in here from Grace, and it said, are there guidelines to the time duration for videos? Is that what we wanted to ask?
Yes.
I can answer that if that's, because actually probably a very good question. Yes. Go chat, Grace, go chat. So we'd like things to be an hour, really. If you can give us an hour of content, we're very happy about that. We'll also take 20 minutes. We'll take 15 minutes. It depends on what it is, really. I think it's more about sort of just connecting with us and letting us know your content ideas, who might be speaking, where they will be, and what they will be speaking about. And then we can work it all out from there. But if you have a run sheet that's, you know, really fast paced and it has a lot of really interesting elements to it, then we'd also be very happy for you to just send us an hour of content that you might have, you know, ironed out for 10 minutes of sort of keynotes and speakers. So please just contact us independently. I'll put my email in the chat now, so you can just shoot me a direct email and we can talk about what your content ideas might be. It's probably just the easiest way. Does anyone else want to put their hand up and
I might also just quickly mention that if an hour content is too much, we could also take a very short, hello, I'm president of something or other, and I want to thank, welcome you to World Engineering Day, or, wish you good wishes on World Engineering Day, like a very short welcoming message. We can also take a few of those and bundle them all together to show out during our live feed. So if that's a bit more in your wheelhouse, that's also an option. I see there Jennifer's got her hand up.
Yeah, so good evening, everyone, from where I'm sitting. Yeah, in Kenya, I'm coming from the Institution of Engineers of Kenya, where I am the chairperson of the events, and we are all geared up for this event already. We have already shared out the information on the hackathon. So hopefully you've already received some applications from Kenya, but we are still driving forward the campaign, and we are planning for to have a host of activities. We are working specifically with our youth forum and also our women forum to try and to identify innovators, and then we plan to have a walk followed up with a brief talk about the role of the engineers in improving resilience in the community, and then that is going to be followed up by a recognition of some of these innovators. So basically, that is the kind of ideas we have, but we shall be getting in touch and uploading some of the contents in the website. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you, Jennifer. That sounds wonderful. So yes, please put the event up in the event registration form so we can have it highlighted on the website. We can put some stuff out on social media, but also I've just placed my email in the chat. And if you'd like to talk to me about taking some of that for the live stream, then please contact me, because that sounds really lovely. I'm going to, after our call, go and do a little check to see how many registrations we have from Kenya, but we always have some really great ones. I think last year it was it runner up? The team was from Kenya. So that's really exciting. Thank you so much. We have a hand up. Sorry, Jennifer, what were you going to say, Jennifer? So sorry. You were just going to...
Thank you too. Thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you. We just have another hand up, but the name just looks like a 9VA. I'm so sorry. Your name?
Anya.
Anya, thank you. Sorry, it doesn't say a name there. It just says
how are you, everyone?
Thanks,
yes.
Anya, you have the floor.
Okay. I read the message chat. It's better to upload on the website a different message in different language, English, Spanish, Italian. No, this is a very important for the International Engineering Day. Okay, it's correct.
I agree. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Very much.
Now, yes, tomorrow I have appointment with the CNI, my organization, and organize the initiative with the university, and organize the initiative with my organization, the CNI, the Engineer of Italy. And I think that this is very important to communicate. For the university, this is the topic with Hackathon. The deadline is the 9th of February. The deadline?
The 22nd of January.
Okay. Probably it's not a lot of time. Okay, if I doubt for a message or a different initiative, I prefer send email you, because probably work my office, communication office on the CNI, and I sent email you Tennille. Okay, Tennille, sorry. Okay, thank you so much.
Great, that's perfect. We love World Engineering Day, just as a side note, to be in as many languages as possible. So if you want to put content up, video content, just do it in your native language. We'd love that. It's World Engineering Day. It's not Australian Engineering Day or English required sort of programs. So please feel free to just be as comfortable in that space as possible, because we love that. Any other questions or any other events that we might want to have a bit of a think about? No. With that in mind, I might actually hand back over to Jose to close us out.
Okay. First of all, thank you very much, Tennille and Mel, for your very exciting presentation. I hope that this information session can bring more people to this festive day of engineering. And as we know, and as we can see, we are very concerned and committed to have this day for young engineers. And the hackathon is maybe the best way to bring young engineers to this big family of engineers in the world. And our expectation is that this engineering day and the conference in Madrid and the other events all around the world can bring more visibility of engineering for society. So we are in a very difficult time where engineers and engineering is a very big and a very strength for having a better society in the world. So I thank you very much for your presentation, and I hope that this information session can really bring more and more national members of WFEO to this event. And of course, companies and universities can join us in these very exciting festivities. Thank you very much. Good morning and good evening for everybody.